What's good, everybody? It's Michael Alder here from thelandflippingformula.com, and in this video I'm covering the top 20 most common questions that come in all about the land investing business and how you can use this to profit and build your business as well. And remember, before you tip away from this video, you be sure to drop by thelandflippingformula.com. I have a completely free audio over there showing exactly how you can start buying and selling raw land in your business and how I do it each and every week in mine. So let's dive right into these questions here. First question. Do you normally contact a title company in the county where you want to buy land? So in the beginning, absolutely. I wouldn't necessarily say use a title company, but more of a real estate attorney, and this is on the cheaper deals. Quick story. I went to a county in Arkansas when I very first started in the land investing business. Didn't know anything about it. I found a property I wanted to buy. It cost me $700 to purchase it. I didn't know how to do the deeds. I didn't know how to file the deeds. So I hired a real estate attorney. He prepared the paperwork. He acted as the escrow agent as well, sent the seller their money, made sure everything got filed. Everything was good. And I think I paid about $250 for that. It was absolutely worth it in the beginning to know that everything was running smooth. It got filed. Nowadays, I deal in counties that I know like the back of my hand as of right now. So I just handle a lot of that myself. Full disclaimer though, always use a real estate attorney on your deals. You know what I'm saying? Next one. Considering buying land in California, is that a good place to start? So in my experience, Southeast California has been a phenomenal place to invest. Kern County, San Bernardino County, I've done very well in. Like anything, you could profit in the land game anywhere across the U.S. as long as you're buying right. So know what people are listing the properties for and make sure you are making offers at a fraction of that so you could turn around and either do a quick cash flip or do a seller finance deal and get long-term passive income. Next question. Tools I use for land investing. All right, so what tools do I use in the land investing business? I use MailChimp for my email marketing. I use Vumber to collect phone numbers. So if you call or text me on certain numbers, that's usually a Vumber, V-U-M-B-E-R number, and that tracks every single thing I do. So that keeps all your phone numbers saved, all of our text messages saved. It's just a running tab. It's $10 a month for 2 phone numbers, totally worth it. But in the beginning, you can go ahead and start just with your own phone. I just use it to help me track everything and all the discussions we've had in the past. Lead pages, without a doubt. All the cool kids seem to use ClickFunnels. That's fine if you want to use ClickFunnels. I've always done better with lead pages just because it's easier for me to create different templates really fast, really effective, and put them to work. ClickFunnels I've invested in twice in my day, and it's just been a nightmare for me. I'm not the sharpest dude at putting that stuff together. So for me, lead pages has been an absolute win, and then just paid traffic from there. Buy sites or space on other people's websites, do pay-per-click marketing to your lead pages, whatever, but those are the 3 main ones I use. Next question, what's my opinion on quitclaim deeds? I've done it a lot in crappy Cleveland real estate. Everything was on a quitclaim because it came with so much luggage. I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se, just you have to let your end consumer know I purchased this on a quitclaim, so I'm selling it on a quitclaim. It may come with some luggage attached to it. Do your own due diligence, blah, blah, blah. Full disclaimer whenever you're listing stuff, that's all. So I don't think there's anything wrong with buying and selling on quitclaim deeds. Just know what you're getting into and make sure you're not trying to paint a pretty picture on something that may have some luggage attached to it. Full disclaimer on everything. Make sure your buyer knows to do their own due diligence as well. And I think you're good to go. I wouldn't worry about that. Let's see here. This came in as a newbie question. What helped me hit the ground running in the land business? All right, so this is what I tell everybody. Target really cheap properties and pick up 3 to 5 properties in the beginning, and I call that bait in the water. You need to buy really cheap parcels off the grid. I'm actually gonna segment into something else on this for a second, but focus on off the grid stuff so the county's not gonna bust your chops if the grass is long and things like that, and have a lot of different ones out there so you can test different price points. People are gonna contact you no matter what. This is how you build your buyers list, and then you scale once you get some traction from there. So, you know, anything you can get for under 500 bucks, swoop it up. This is a business. If you are going to take it seriously, you got to be ready to lay some cash down. It is what it is. Don't be afraid to lose some money. You could always hustle it back up. And the other thing, people always ask me, well, you could buy lots in Cleveland for, $100. Why are you not doing it there? Because if I was to buy lots in Cleveland, and I would assume Detroit and other cities like this, the problem with it is the cities are so cash strapped that if you're not out there cutting the grass, maintaining the lawn, if there's litter showing up because it's city type properties, a lot of activity going on, then the city will fine you continually. So that's a headache, and that falls under residential real estate headaches to me. I don't want any part of that. So I focus on off the grid type stuff that if it's sitting, nothing's happening, I'm not getting fined. It's just a tax bill and that's it. So also focus on that for sure. Next question, how to get money for deals. This is actually stupid easy right here, but I totally get it. If you're broke, I've been broke before, and everybody always say money's the easy part, and be like, dude, I'm broke, so I don't know what you're talking about. Trust me, it is the easy part. Once you have great deals, getting the money is the easy part, but remember, we're focusing on deals, let's just say under $1,000 on cash prices. You may be completely broke today, but you can sell stuff, and I know everybody preaches this, but nobody acts upon it. Go in your garage, sell your car, sell your clothes, sell an old cell phone you got laying around. Take on a weekend job, use credit cards, go to one of your homies that has a bunch of money and say, hey, 50-50 this deal with me, I'm gonna do all the work, you gotta put up the cash. Money is really easy when you wanna make things happen. Think about it like this, if you're really broke and your rent's due in 3 days and you have no money, but you always seem to pull it off. Don't you know how to hustle up that cash to get your rent paid, get your car paid, get your phone paid, whatever the case is? Treat this the same exact way. Do whatever it takes if you're really cash strapped to get the money and make things happen. Endless amounts. Oh, and here's the other part to that. Once you start doing deals, believe me, people show up at your doorstep. I get it constantly. Hey, I got X number of dollars. Can you put this to work for me? What kind of return can I get? Money gets really easy once you get some momentum because everybody wants to get in on your Kool-Aid after that. So remember that. Stay focused, build your game. Money will follow for sure. Next question. How do you pay your VA to scrub a list? All right, so a lot of the gurus out there, they pitch that you go to the county, you acquire a list of tax delinquent properties, then you give the tax delinquent list to your virtual assistant and ask them to scrub it down for all the best deals, and then you mail on those. That sounds like a lot of work, a lot of nonsense, and a lot of headaches to me. So I focus on two different models right here. I either go to the biggest wholesalers and I give them a list. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I could pay for these. How many of these can you fill? And then I just send them the money and it's done, all right? And I pay a little bit more than what I would if I was to go to the county and this and that, but I save on all the legwork. That's what you gotta remember when you're doing this business here. Whatever you could do to cut corners, save time, even if you're paying out a little more, you make up for it on the back end. So that's one way. I deal directly with wholesalers so I don't have to scrub lists and yada, yada, yada. The other thing is, when I do direct mail marketing, as of right now, I'm using offerstowners.com. Overall, I've been pretty happy with them. Occasionally, I got to do follow-up phone calls just to see where we at status-wise. But I reach out to them, I say, this is exactly what I'm looking for. In these counties with absentee owners, blah, 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 I give them my full details. They plug in all the data, and then I do 500 mailers at a time, whether that's weekly or bi-weekly, whatever the case is, however many deals I have coming in. I do that. Once again, I pay $1 a letter for it, and that's totally worth it versus me contacting counties in these backwood areas where it might take them a long time to follow up. Then I get the list. Then I got to give it to a VA, and then I got to rehearse it with the VA and all that. And once you have a really awesome virtual assistant, it's great, but it does take time to get them trained to the way your style is and what you like. So for me, go directly to wholesalers, buy directly from them, turn around, flip them on a seller finance deal, or just use companies that could pull the data for you, do your direct mail for you, and as the leads come in, you sort them out and close on the ones you want. Heck of a lot easier. What we got next here? So they're saying, having trouble getting tax delinquent list from the county, what can I do? That's kind of the same thing we just covered here. If you're having trouble getting the tax delinquent list from the county, then just go directly to other people that offer these services. Now, like I said, I'm currently using Offers to Owners right now. I'm not an affiliate for them or anything like that, but there's countless other people that offer this service. So search around, ask in some of the Facebook groups who else they're using. I've been happy. I pay $1 a letter, stamped, the whole deal done. That's worth it to me. There may be cheaper or better services, but that's who I'm using. So go ahead and follow that lead if you'd like. What do we got here? Next question. Looking to get into land flipping and want to start in the home state. How do I begin? So if you want to start wherever you live, find out what properties are selling for. Are they selling in volume? And start making offers to wherever you can. So let's say, for example, all right, I'm in Ohio. So I know there's a lot of country land about an hour outside of where I stay. So if I wanted to target that, what I would personally do is just reach out to someone like Offers to Owners and have them review all my data of what I'm looking for. I want 10-acre properties. They're selling for this, so let's make an offer of about a quarter of what they're selling for. Let's blast all these people with our offer and see which ones stick. A lot of angry people are going to call you back, but if you get 1 or 2 deals closed, you done major money and plenty of profit. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that's what I would do, but really don't even worry about starting in your home state. I don't do any deals in my home state anymore at the moment, actually. I very much focus on the Southwest, Florida, Arkansas, areas like that. Land's abundant, it's easy to acquire, and it's easy to sell. Go where the market's flowing. Don't work too hard on this. Next question. When making offers to, how do I make it a quarter of county assessed? Okay, they're asking if they base it on the county's assessed value to make an offer or their taxable value. I honestly ignore all that. So if you go onto a county website, let's say you're looking in New Mexico, and you'll see on the county website the taxable value is $300. The county's assessed value might be $500. I ignore all that. This may not be the best advice here, but this is how I get down. I go to all the major land investing websites. I see what the whole marketplace is listing and selling these things for, and if I know that I could sell, if everybody else is selling for $2,000, then I want to pay $400 to $500 cash on this because I could turn around and sell it on terms for $2,000. So that's how I view it. I don't deal with the county's values whatsoever because across the board, aside from Florida, county tax values have always been off in my experience. So I just ignore them straight up. Don't deal with them. Next question. Would you let someone build a house on your land contract deal? Hell no. So here's how I get down. People default when you sell on seller finance terms. If you enter into a contract and they're paying you $50 a month, believe it or not, people do default on $50 a month deals. But you let them put a permanent structure on it, 6 months out they default, and you gotta take the property back, but you got somebody squatting on your property with a permanent structure, that's gonna be a nightmare there. So here's what I tell anybody that enters into contract with me. As long as it's okay with the county, you can camp on it, you could put a mobile home on it, anything with wheels, we can get it on and off, tiny homes, all that stuff's cool. I'm all the way good with it. Now, if let's say we're into a 48-month deal, 24 months we're into it, we have a beautiful relationship and you want to start building something permanent, absolutely I'd consider something like that. But right off the rip, start dropping blocks and pouring concrete, no way. We got to either build on the relationship or you could just camp and do, tiny homes, anything temporary that could be moved off of it. Don't do anything permanent until the relationship has at least been seasoned or until you're paid off and cashed out. Next question, how to hire a virtual assistant. Anytime I've hired a virtual assistant, I just reach out to friends that are using virtual assistants, ask them what their experience is with them. Has it been good? Has it been bad? And if it's been good and the person has more time and they're eager for more work, I've hired them for small jobs like that. So that's how I go about it. I've never used like an online service or like Upwork or anything like that. So I just look for referrals and then I scout them out from there. Next question. 2 names on the deed. One is deceased. What to do? This answer is for entertainment purposes only. Don't listen to anything I say. You should just only go to an attorney on this one. But I have had deals like this where we've done the deed and one of the 2 parties has been deceased and we just write both the names on there, and next to the party that's deceased, we write deceased next to it. The other person that is still alive, they sign, notarize it, and we've been able to transfer it. Like I said, that might be sketchy there. Always consult an attorney on deals like that. Next question. How to entice investors to fund your land business. That's easy. You need proof of concept. Like I said in the beginning, you got to put in the hustle and grind up front. Do a couple deals. People love numbers, especially people with money. Everybody talking about, I get 6, 8, 10% in the market. They want to see some real returns. They want to see those 12s to 15s there. And that's how you can entice somebody to fund your business there. You can do partners, but I really don't recommend that because they always end bad. So do 3, 4, 5, 10 deals, even though it might take you a lot longer to get some traction, get things going. Start with that. Once you have proof of concept, document exactly what you've done. Go to anybody you know that has money and start pitching them. Believe it or not, people love hearing about the land business and they want to fund it because it's different than the normal stuff they get pitched on a regular basis. So you bring a unique play to the market and you can leverage that to scale your business there. I have plenty of hard money and private money lenders backing me on a regular basis. Anytime I need money, it's a phone call away. At this point, a lot of it's done on a handshake deal too. We don't even do contracts anymore because the reputation's there and nobody's gotten stiffed on their cash. So once you build that, you're in great shape. Next question. A VA offered to post my Craigslist ads. A VA offered to post my Craigslist ads $50 for 20 ads every week. Is that too high? Absolutely not. Dude, that's awesome price there. Think about how long it would take you to post 20 ads on Craigslist. And for me, I don't want to deal with that at all. So I would totally give somebody $50 a week to put 20 ads up there. Pay that all day long. Now, if you're broke, deal with it. You got to do it on your own. But if you got cash to spend, that's a phenomenal deal in my opinion. Next question. How to accept payment for land deals. Oh my God, accept payment any which way you can. Cash check charge. So most people are using MoonClerk, which is part of Stripe. You're not supposed to use PayPal. A lot of people use PayPal. You can set up a P.O. box, have people send you checks. I don't like that. I want my money digitally as fast as possible, but if it comes down to it, of course we accept checks. There's Cash App. There's so many different ways. We're actually starting to accept cryptocurrencies right now, even though I haven't done a deal that way. So you could use the Coinbase app, set up an account on there, and have people pay you in Bitcoin for your property. So every single option, you want that on there. Venmo, all that stuff. Make sure you have any which way you can get paid and get your money. Don't have any barriers in the way to get paid. Next question. How to set up an automated website to buy my property off of. So I actually do that through Lead Pages as well. It's really easy. You just go ahead and drag and drop everything, a picture of the property, all the information on it. You can create a Buy It Now button, and then with the Buy It Now button, you paste your link in there for MoonClerk, in my particular case, which go ahead and it will take them to a checkout page. It's really easy to drag and drop and put everything together. So that's how I get down. And if you need some help building a website, you can go ahead and shoot me a text there. We'll shoot you some prices on putting together a website for you that you can use checkout buttons and all that fun stuff. What we got next? How to acquire a county tax list for free. I think most of them are free. And if they're charging you, just go to a resource like Offers to Owners and say, hey, this is the county I'm targeting. This is what I want within this county. Can you pull the data for me? And while you're at it, put the letters together for me. I'll pay you $1 a letter. It's a $500 minimum. So yeah, if a county's trying to charge you for their list, then just go right to the resource that's going to handle everything for you, and you can sit back and wait for the leads to come in. Keep life easy. Keep your business streamlined. Next question. Bought a piece of land off eBay. Seller is charging $3.99 doc fee. Does this sound reasonable? It depends on if you got the property for whatever price plus $3.99. Here's a true story here. I've purchased property off of eBay in Arizona, and there was a $3.99 doc fee. We may have gone to the same seller there even. So I won the property for like $3 though. So I had a $3.99 doc fee on top of that. So I'm all in for like $403, $405, whatever the case was. Just call it $400. A $400 parcel, I can always turn my money over on. So a $3.99 doc fee is absolutely reasonable. Now, let's say Putnam County, Florida, for example. Cash prices on those are typically about $1,800 to $2,200 for a cash purchase straight up. So let's say you purchased it for $2,200, then they want a $3.99 doc fee. There's no juice left in the deal, so that's horrible. So just roll it into the deal. If it makes sense and you're buying it at the right price plus $3.99, you're still in great shape. It's all good. If it's maxed out already and then you got to throw $400 on top of it, you need to walk away. That's just business there. Know your numbers. And next question. Oh, last question. When sending out blind offers to sellers, how do you handle back tax bills? So here's how I get down. I pretty much honor my word across the board unless it's going into foreclosure. So, you know, there's always clauses in your letters, but I do send out a lot of really low offers there. And there are times where there'll be a $300 tax bill attached to the property. And it's kind of the same thing as the doc fee. If it still makes sense, if I can still make money on it, paying that tax bill, I'll absolutely pay it. If it's like at the point where it's going to tax foreclosure, I don't like dealing with them at that point because it's kind of stressful and you got to make sure your check's getting in on time and you're not going to lose the property after you've done this, that, and the other. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll honor my offer if it, you know, if the taxes are within reason, even hundreds of dollars there. Like I said, if it blows the deal, you got to be like, you know what? I just reevaluated the deal. I'm sorry. The taxes are so high on this. I could actually only offer you this amount, or I'm gonna have to step away because this just doesn't fit what I'm after. And then you'll know how motivated the seller is. They may take your really low offer and just say, yeah, go for it, man, we're good. Or they'll say, no way, I can't accept that. No problem, there's plenty of other deals out there, and that's it. So that's all I have for the top 20 questions all about land investing that recently came in. If you have any other questions, you can hit me up at 440-678-1147. Just text me your question there. We'll do a follow-up video. We're gonna talk a lot about money over here not just land investing, even though I think that is the best real estate model out there right now. And drop by the landflippingformula.com and you can get my completely free audio out there sharing exactly how I buy and sell raw land every single week. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one.